This conference will now be recorded.
Already two types of objects are there here, right? Look at this. What is the meaning of the object? Object is nothing but this data model, or it's a business model, or it's a database table, or it's a collection of fields. Any particular object, right? Now in this one, we are going to create an object. Look at this. Before going to start, here are the types of objects are available, right? Types of objects. What are the types of objects available? One is a stand object. Okay. Again, second is the custom object. Just like the applications types that we have seen already. One is the stand application, second is the custom application, right? Custom application that we created, and in the same manner, we're going to create the custom object. What's that? Custom object. Let me go with the first stand objects. Stand objects which are created by Salesforce, not by you and not by me, right? Created by the Salesforce. And these objects cannot be deleted. Cannot be deleted. These are given by the Salesforce actually. Wherever you create a child account, there you can find it here. What's your ID? Can anyone say? Can anyone say what is your ID? It is your ID there, right?
Email we entered.
Yes. Right. It is your ID. I think anyone is having the Salesforce trial account. If anyone is not created the trial account, I shared record sessions to Mr. Pradeep. Okay, you can ask them. Just now I shared the record sessions. You can ask. Right. Look at here. Whenever you go to our application called here, the sales application, these all are the tabs. Okay. And behind every tab we have the object. Look at this. These objects are given by the Salesforce. It is an account object that contains number of fields, right? These are all other fields. These are the stand objects. Of course, we don't have any option to delete those objects, right? Objects which are given by the Salesforce. All of the stand objects actually. Okay. And for these objects, a tab is set up. This is the tab. Okay, it is a tab. Means what you are going to see on the interface is nothing but the tab. Whenever you click on this tab, okay, you are going to access the object. Yesterday I showed diagrammatically, right? Okay. Did you understand yesterday diagram or not? Kanyakumari?
Yes, Kishore.
Yes, that's the thing. Okay. So the objects we are going to see here, or the object, okay, there is nothing but a stand object. It cannot be deleted, but can be customized. But okay, can be customized. That you already can modify it, right? Examples that you can see, examples are like accounts, contacts, opportunities like this. The custom object created by user. You are going to create this. Okay, created by user. Can be deleted. This can be deleted. Are you getting? And customer that you want. Are you getting? Example you can say. For the examples, application we have created hospital management application. Let me go for creating the doctor object, which is a custom object. Okay, or we can create here the patient object also. Like this. We can create the objects in our application. Look at here. It is our application, hospital management, right? In this application, I can use these tabs. I can use these objects or the tabs along this. I can create few more objects here. Those are nothing but custom objects. So today our agenda is we need to go for creating the custom objects, and we need to go for setting a tab for that object. Okay, if I have the possibility that we can go for creating the custom fields inside that object. Fields means what are the fields here? Like this. These are the fields where we can enter a piece of data. The collection of piece of data are nothing but here the record. Record is nothing but the row, right? Look at here. One application that I'm going to say to understand clearly, I discussed about the object. right? See that. First, let me go for the tab. Whenever you access this tab, you want to access the object. You're going to access the object. Okay. In this object, you're going to create the fields. Okay. By using these fields, you're going to create the record. You're going to create the records, right? These records are going to stored in the again object table. Object table. Are you getting? That object table is there in the database. So you should get a clear-cut idea on this. Are you getting? Right? So object, whenever you access this tab, you are going to access the object. That object is already there in the database. In this object, you are going to create the fields. By using the fields, you are going to create the records, number of records, millions of records you can create. Those records are going to store in the object table. Means what are the object? For example, if you create the doctor object, in the doctor object table, the records are going to store that are there in the database. So like this, okay. Now our main target is here. I'm going for creating the custom object. To create this custom object, I'm going to add the navigation. Very simple navigation. Setup, build, please write it down. Create. Okay, where objects, go for the new custom objects. It's a navigation. Get ready to go for enter label. Enter label for this object. And the plural name. Why should I take the plural name? Very simple to create here. I'm creating there. Look at the navigation. Okay. For the object name that we are going to create here, the doctor object, right? And look at here. Go to the setup. As per the navigation, I'm going to create a custom object. Setup. It is a sidebar now. This left side entire part is nothing but the sidebar. Monitor, deploy, build, administer. This all is to be called as a sidebar. And this part, can you find here? This logo, tabs, can you find it? And app menu, setup, switch to lightning. All this will come under the header part. It is a header part. Now we are going to create an object. Go to the setup, build, create, and object. Yesterday we have seen the apps. Now we are going for the objects. Go to the objects. Up to now, no objects are there, right? I'm going for new custom object. For the object name, I'm going to create a doctor's object name. If you click on, see that it's a label man. Actually, it's a label. But if you enter the label, automatically object name is going to come here, and the record image also comes here. Okay, record name is going to start with like this, doctor's name. Okay, and can you find plural here? Plural, I need to provide doctors. Which one? Doctors. Why? Look at here. If you come to here, this, there it will be campaigns, leads, accounts, all are the plurals. Whenever you create a records in this object, okay, you are going to create not only a single record, you are going to create multiple records, thousands and millions of records you are going to create there. So it must be plural. That's why, okay, whenever you create an object, you must give here the plural name. Based on this plural name, a tab is going to set up here, right? So a tabs must be plural there. Got it? Another aspect in this one, okay, allow optional features that you want, you can use those things. See, in future, in this doctor object, you're going to create number of records. Okay, if the records are minimal, for example, they are the hundreds of records that you can see easily. If the records that you created are thousands and the millions, okay, you cannot see those records or you cannot verify those records one by one. Are you getting? Just simply, we are going to analyze those records in a simplified manner. Okay, that analyzation of the records in a simplified manner is nothing but the reports. Okay, these reports Okay, allow these reports means if you check it here, what is asking? In the doctor object, you're going to create a records there. Do you want to allow that object to make reports or not? It is asking a question. Yeah, if you want, you can make the reports. Okay. See, there are a number of users are working in the organization. There are a lot of records are there. If any time any record is created, sometimes the tasks are going to assign for the users. Okay. If you allow this one, okay, the tasks are going to assign for the users. Okay, that's the activities, allow activities. It's a field. What is the meaning of field? Look at here. Go to the account object again. Go to the new. See that it is a field. To create every field, a specific data type must be needed here. If you go to the name, it's a text data. Okay. If you go to the account number, it is a number data. Numbers only you need to enter. Here, alphanumeric values only you need to enter. It is the industry. Industry is a pick list. Only one value you are going to pick it. It is annual revenue. It is currency. Means every field is having a specific data type. Are you getting? Here is a currency data. Here it is a pick list data. Here it is a number data. Are you getting? Are you getting? It is the text data. Can you find address? Address means that you can enter 3-4 lines, more than 3 lines or the 2 lines that you can enter here. Right? There is a text area data. It's a text data. It's a text area data. Means for every field, a specific data is there. Can you find? It's a date data. Date data. Are you getting? It is a look at here. Again, it's a pick list data. It's a phone data. It's a URL data. Are you getting? Like this. We have the different data out there. Now, what is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this track field history means? Suppose I have created, okay, this text data first time, but my requirement is not text data. My requirement is just text area data. Means I'm going to change data from this text to text area. Okay, no, my requirement is not this one, text, not text area here. I want the text area long. Long means description. Can you find it? It is a text area long data. Paragraphs you can type here. Okay, means the field has been changed from text to text area and text area to text area long. That's the data types. Data type means the type of data you're going to enter. That's only the nothing is there, right? I get it? Means the field has been changed. That you want to find what is the history of that field. We are going to see the track field history. Okay, and some business groups are there in the organization. Okay, for every object that we are going to add into the groups, that business groups are nothing but the charter groups. They are going to share their business activities and their achievements in the charter group there. Do you want to allow this doctor object in the charter group or not? It asks a question there. If you want, you can allow it. If you want, you can allow it. If you don't want, you can leave it. But these are all the optional features. Just I don't want to. At present, I can close it. Okay, object classification. What is object classification? See, in the object, if I take the doctor object, I have 1,000 records are created in future. These 1,000 records are owned by me. Okay, I'm the one for those records. For every record, some owners are there. Look at it like this. If you take any record in that, let me take the record in the account object. Okay? Look at this. Go to all accounts. See that? This is all of the records. See, who is the owner there? Kishore, developer, right? Open record. Open any record you can open in the account object. See that? Can you find who is the owner here? Owner for this record is Kishore Dev, right? If you want that, you can change the owner also. We have the option here. Look at here this. Like that, it is only single record. Like that, I have the millions of records are there. Those records are in my organization. Okay, I have the 4,000 records are there. In that specific object, those records are owned by me. 4,000 records. Only 4,000 records are owned by me. Okay, my target is here. Okay, I want to share as a owner. I want to share my records with some other user. One is myself. but I want to share my records. Okay, those who are going to look after my records, right? Okay, so do you want to allow sharing on the records or not? Yeah, it is by default, it is there. Okay, you can share the records. See some other third party, see bulk API and the string API, nothing but. See that we have some third party applications out there like Java, .NET, Facebook, any Google Drive, some other third party application that you want to connect with the Salesforce. Okay, if you connect with the Salesforce, if you integrate with the Salesforce there, it's going to ask you to access third party application into your Salesforce records. Yeah, at that time you can give this bulk API and the streaming API. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, next thing is the deployment status. I said already what the deployment status means. Look at here this. Listen carefully this one, this point. We have created a trial account here. This trial account is nothing but, I said already, this trial account is nothing but, keep your cursor here there. Can you see that? It is a developer edition. Homepage, Salesforce, developer edition there, right? Edition is nothing but the production environment. If any edition that you're using is a production environment, where the different types of editions are there. Like essential edition is there, professional editions are there. Okay, and next developer editions are there. It's a developer edition there. Are you getting? Enterprise editions are there, and another thing is unlimited editions are there, group editions are there, personal editions are there. Different types of editions are there in the Salesforce. Every edition is a production environment. Okay, now your trial account is a developer edition. Okay, that is also a production environment actually. It is also a production environment, no doubt in this one. Are you getting? If you want to check here, go to your company information, company profile, verify it. Okay, here go to the company information. In this company information, you can find here what is your edition there, developer edition there. It is your organization ID. It is your developer edition. Your instance will be AP24 Asia First Book Server number 24. Okay, why we are discussing this point here? Okay, here it is asking them. Look at here this. You are going to create an object. You are going to create an object. That object name is the doctor object. Good. What is the meaning of this in development deployed? Okay, I said it will comes under the production, right? It will comes under the production. In general, in real time, look at here this. Let me go for this. Open your paint. Listen to me carefully, please. See that? It is your production organization. You are using one edition means it is a production. That may be essential edition, that may be professional edition, that may be developer edition. Your trial account will come under the developer edition, or that may be unlimited edition, or that may be enterprise edition. It is a production environment. Are you getting? It is a production environment. It is an edition. Edition is nothing but production. Okay. How can you say that? Listen to me one thing. Salesforce CRM contains different types of products. Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing, like that. Those are the products. Okay. Every product contains again additions. That addition is nothing but the production environment. It is a production environment. Are you getting? It's a production environment. Means live. It's a live where original data will be there here. The production environment. It is nothing but the live. Are you getting? It's a production environment. Just like this, our trial account is also production environment. It is also a production environment. Are you getting? Now the thing is here, whenever you want to work as an administrator, developer, you are not going to directly work in this production. Okay, almost you don't have any work with this production. Okay, see that it is a real. Real means it contains a data. This data is going to run on the logics. Okay, where those logics can be built, where those logics can be developed. You cannot develop directly on the production, right? Okay, as a developer, administrator, that you want to run the logics. Those logics are there in the production already. Are you getting? Means those logics are added into the production, are deployed into the production, On that logics, the data which is there in the production, that is going to run. That's fine. That's fine. I said logics, right? Where you're going to build these logics? Not on this production layer, but where can you develop those things? Right? That's a question there. Now, you are going to develop those logics not on the production. Okay? From this production, you are going to create a sandbox. You are going to create a test environment. It's a production environment. From this, you are going to create a test environment like this. From this, you are going to create a test environment. Are you getting or not? That a test environment is nothing but here is sandbox. Are you getting? It is nothing but a sandbox. This is nothing but a sandbox. So, if you join as administrator developer in the organization, first you need to work on the sandbox there. Okay? Where all the development activities and the testing activities are to be implemented here only. Okay? Development activities and the testing activities are implemented here on this. Okay? So this sandbox is nothing but here an identical copy of the production metadata. It is created from this production. The sandbox is created from this production. What it contains? It contains the metadata. What is that? Metadata. Okay, or the data name. Data is there in the production, but metadata will be created here. Metadata means here, for example, I have the accounts tabs are there here. Okay, account tabs are there, and accounts tabs are there here, right? Or objects are there here, or fields are there here, okay, fields are there, or we have visual force pages are there, or apex classes are there. All are there in the production. Okay, education, and along that we have the data also there. Okay, records also there. Records means data. Okay, what's the production metadata means? What's the production metadata means? These all the things will be copied into the sandbox. Okay, not records. Okay, not records. That's nothing but the production metadata. Okay, it means what is there in the production, the same thing will be there in the sandbox. So accept this data. Accept this data. That is nothing but the production metadata. Accept the data. Data means records. Okay, that is nothing but sandbox. Means a sandbox will be created from your production. As a developer, if you join in any client organization, okay, for every developer, one sandbox is given. Just like this. Just like this. A sandbox is given like this. Are you getting? There's no changes between the production sandbox there. There's no changes between the production sandbox. Okay, only the data will be changed. Data is going to change there. Got it? It is a sandbox. So it is nothing but the test environment. What's that? Test environment. Where development activities and the testing activities are going to be implemented here. Okay, once the task is completed here, your task is completed here. If the task is completed, tested, developed, tested, again, implemented here, right? Task is completed here. The completed task can be moved again, moved, or you can say deployed. That can be deployed to the production here. As a developer or the administrator, you are going to implement your task there in the sandbox. From the sandbox, you can move to the production, or you can deploy to the production. Okay, how can deploy means by using the change set. We have the one procedure is there. Change sets procedure is there. By using that, okay, change set means outbound change set procedure is there. Outbound, but change set procedure is there. By using this, okay, I can deploy my task, what I implemented, what I developed in the sandbox. I can deploy to the production. Okay, so it is a production, it is a sandbox. Are you getting that? Okay, if any task is there here in this production, that is to be called as deployed. Getting? If you are going to create or if you are going to implement any task, is nothing but that is in development. That is a in development. Are you getting or not? Okay. Now, why I'm saying this topic means here, why I started this topic means look at this. We are going to create an object here. It is asking deployment status. Where is that object? Is there not present? That object you are going to create in the production directly. It is a trial account is a production environment. Okay. So it is not there in the sandbox. If it is there in the sandbox, I can give this one. Okay, but it is not there in the sandbox. It is to be deployed there. I mean, it is there in the production only because it's a trial account. Are you getting? Did you understand this point or not? Did you understand this point or not? In confusions? Did you understand this point or not?
I'm good. I'm good, sir.
Yeah, Nandini.
Yeah, I'm good.
Pavitra Reddy.
Yeah.
Mazibin. If you are getting any confusion, so that I can explain it if you want. Our trial account is a production environment. Strongly believe it. You strongly keep in your mind. So you are creating the object in the production directly there. Are you getting? Now currently we are not working on the sandbox. Got it? Our trial account is a production. That's why I said here the deploy. Deploy means the object is there in the production. We are creating this object in the production. Right? Next thing is search status. Search status means I should do this option allow search here. Why? Because look at here. Can you find this global search? It's a global search. It's a global search. Global search is not a Google search. It is not a Google search. Let me go for the accounts. See, I'm going to take one record here. That record name is Edge Communications. Right? Go to the setup. I want to search this record. What I copied. I want to search this record here. Can you find it? I want to search this record. If I search it, I can find this record in the accounts. Can you find it? I can find this record in the account. I can find this record in the contacts, and I can find this record in the opportunities. Means this is an account, it is a contacts, and it is opportunities. Okay, like that, like that. Yeah, if you search it, you're going to find it. Not only records here, you can find the users also. The user will be, was that for example, I want to search the user like this. See that? Find the user here or user dev, right? Here is the user. You can find this. Means, okay, that you want to search any record, that you want to search any user there. Okay, this global search can be useful within the organization, throughout the organization. Here, why it is asking hello search means in future you are going to create a doctor object. In the doctor object, you are going to create a doctor records there. Okay, if the records are more and more, okay, if you search like this here, any record in the doctor object, it should be able to give you a result. For that, I need to provide here the hello search. Okay, last thing is here, add notes and attachments. It is not needed here now at present. Okay, for any record you are going to create in the doctor object. For that record, you want if you want to attach any notes or any files to that record here, you have the option that you can do it like this. Go for one record. Let me go for one record. Let me open one record there. Let me open this record. It is a record. It's a record detail page in the account object. It is a record detail page. For this record, we have the child records also there. Okay, these are all the childs. Now come down. Can you find the notes and attachments? Means any notes or any attachments, can you find it? New note or new attachment file here there. That you want to attach any file to this record there. Okay, you should have the option like this. In our doctor object also, do you want like this rectangular shape box to your object or not? It is asking a question. Do you want this or not? Okay. Now at present, actually, if you say that, it is going to attach like this rectangular box to your doctor object. But I don't want here there. Okay, leave it. Whenever I need it, look at here this. Launch new custom a tab wizard after saying this custom object. Now what you are doing, you are going to create a custom object, right? It is asking one question. While creating the object, do you want to set up a tab like this? If you create the object, that object is going to create in the Salesforce database direct. If you click on the same, okay, object is going to create in the database. For this object that you want to access an interface, okay, do you want to set up a tab there or not? It is asking a question. Yeah, if you want, you can use here this. Okay, along the object, you can set up the tab also. But there you are going to get a bit confusion there. Okay, first let me create the object. Two ways you can create here. It is one way to create to set up the tab for your object. Can you find? We have another way also. Directly, I can use the standard navigation to set up a tab for my custom object. Okay, so I don't want now at present. Let me create the object first. Okay, let me create the object first. Look at here this plural name. There optional features. Optional features here there. Okay, deployment status. Deployment status. Again, deployment status to be deployed here there. Deployed. Creating. Next, allow search. Creating. Finally, we are going to save it. Once you save it from, you are going to get here the object detailed page. Your work is to provide this much only. Your work is to provide only these two words, just doctor and plural. But for this object, Salesforce is going to create a lot of information. It's going to create a lot of information for this object here, right? For any object that you're going to create, of course. Okay, let me create on the save. So your object has been created. Without the object, nothing is there in the Salesforce. Keep it in mind. Your business also are going to implement it, and they are going to run on this object only, right? See, object has been created. What's object name? Doctor. It is totally object detail page. It is created by the Salesforce for your doctor, right? Are you getting? In future that you want to write any programming here, okay? I cannot use this doctor directly. Salesforce can understand its API names from application, programming, interface, name. Okay, for this doctor, Salesforce itself is going to create a doctor _C. Can you find it? It's going to create like this. Doctor _C. Okay, in this doctor _C. Okay, underscore C means here this underscore C is nothing but here. It's going to represent. It represents here. It represents. Okay, it's a custom object. Custom object here. Are you getting? What the C is nothing but here? C is nothing but here. It is a namespace. It's a namespace. Okay. In place of the C, you can provide your company name, your client's company name, like ABC, XYZ, or something that you can provide. If you provide for your company name, if you provide your namespace, okay, by default you're going to get like this. For example, your namespace is ABC. Okay, ABC is your namespace. ABC is your namespace for your company. Okay, so I can get here like this: doctor __. Okay, doctor __. ABC are going to get here. But you have not given any namespace, means by default it is going to take the C. Okay, C is nothing but the default namespace. C is nothing but default namespace. If you give any namespace, it's going to take this one. Okay, up to now we have not given any namespace. Okay, that's what it has taken the C. So, representation will be custom object. For your standard object, you are not going to get this __ C. Okay, like this. Got it? So whenever you start programming on this object, okay, it cannot understand this one, but it can understand this one. Okay, for every object you create, Salesforce is going to provide you 4 standard fields. Must any object you can create, not only doctor, you can create the patient, you can create here you can create the patient, you can create some ABC object, XYZ object. Okay, for every object 4 standard fields are compulsory. Okay, for those, name is one standard field, warner is another standard field, created field is another standard field, last modified is another standard field. Along this object, these fields are created by the standard fields. These fields are created by the Salesforce in your custom object. Okay, you may ask me the question, sir, some other fields that I want to create in this object, what should I do? Doctor salary, doctor quality. Some more fields that I want to create in the doctor object, like doctor timings, doctor phone number, email, like that. I want to create my own fields in the doctor object. Okay, what should I do is I need to go for this option to create. Okay, it is totally an object detail based, right? Object detail based. And few more concepts that we are going to discuss in future, like validations, triggers, page layouts, field sets. Look at that. Okay, buttons, links. Are you getting? Like this, you can create here. Okay, I said already 4 fields are given by the Salesforce in your object. Standard is there. Like this. How many customers you can create in this object fields? See that in the account object, how many fields are there? Go to the account object. In the account object, how many fields are there? Lot of fields are there here, right? 40 fields are there, or 41, 42 fields are there here in this account object. Like this. How many fields you can create in our object fields? Come here, come down in our object here. See, custom fields, we can create up to 500. How many fields you can create here? 500 fields you can create. Okay, more than 500 fields you can create in our object. Because object name, the doctor object. That is about the object. Okay, you need to create the object like this. Okay, yeah. Is it clear about this object? This object is there in the Salesforce database. Okay, is it clear about this object or not?
Yes, for me.
Yes, right? If anyone is having any doubts, okay? Yeah, tell me. Mazibin and Nandini. Is it clear about this object?
Yeah.
Yes, good. But the thing is, this object is there in the Salesforce database. Look at here. Can you find this rectangular box? This rectangular box. Can you see? Follow the cursor. This rectangular box is nothing but a tab panel. There is a tab panel there. Okay? It's a tab panel. Okay? In this tab panel, on this tab panel, I can see some of the tabs which are belongs to this application. Okay? For every application, we are having some tab panel, one tab panel, right? But object is not placed here there. Object is there in the Salesforce database. Look at here. Go to the setup. Okay? Go to the build. Again, go to the create. Again, go to the object. You can see that object is there, but for this object, tab is not set up here. It's only custom object. Okay, one object is created, but tab is not there here. Got it? I need to set up a tab for my object. Okay. Why should I set up there? If I want to access that object which is there in the Salesforce database, as I shown the diagram, right? On the interface, you need to set up a tab for this object. Please open your diagram if you have that. So I need to set up a tab for my object here. Now, next topic is how to set up a tab. This one. You can go ahead with this. How to set up a tab for this doctor. Okay. One thing. First, create one more object there so that it's very easy to set up here. Set up, build, create one more object here. This objects. What's the object name here? There, new object. Let me go for the patient object. It's better. Click outside. You can give the first there. Right? Not needed all those things here. The other side. Okay. Click on the save. So one object is set up. Patient object is set. Patient object is also created. See that. I can see the two objects are there. Two objects are doctor and patient object. For this object, I need to set up a tab. Now next topic is okay, creating custom tab for our setup. Creating or setup. Correct word is setup here. Right. Set up a custom tab for your custom objects. Are you getting? To set up, I have a navigation that you want. You can write the setup. Okay, build. Again, create. Again, we need to go for the tabs. We need to go there now. Okay. Okay, new custom object tabs. Not new here. Custom object tabs. Custom object tabs. There I need to go for the new tab here. There. Okay, I need to select here the object here. Select object and tab style. Tab style here there. And I need to go to the next step. Up to this window. Okay, and we'll continue the navigation later. Means I'm trying to set up a tab for my object. These are the objects, and these tabs I should see in the tab panel. It's a tab panel. Keep in your mind, the terminology you should keep in your mind. It's a tab panel. On this tab panel, I should see my tabs there. Okay, for that, go to the setup. Object is there in the Salesforce menu. I'm trying to access this object on this tab as a tab. Okay, so for this object, I need to set up a tab. Good. Look at this. I'm trying to set up a tab. As for the navigation, go to the setup, build, create. Okay, can you find the tab? Well, creating the object also you can set up the tab. That's not a problem. Go to the tab, tabs. See the different types of tabs are available there. If you go to the development, Visual First Page tabs are there, Lightning tabs are there, Page tabs are there. Okay, if you go to the web pages that you are going to create, web tabs are there. But now at present we have created the custom object, right? So that is to be called the custom object tabs, right? For your custom object, okay, you are going to set up a tab. Go to the new. Okay, as for the navigation, select object and tab style there. Look at this. Select the object, doctor object. I'm going to select what I created. Tab style means what are the tab style here? Look at this. Whenever account is selected, it is showing the blue color there. Can you find it? Whenever I select the leads here, it is going to show you yellow color there, right? Whenever select reports, see that some brownish color is going to show there. Can you find it? Are you getting? Whenever you select the campaigns here, some other color, light yellow color is going to show. It's a style. This is nothing but the style here. Like this, for your doctor object, which style that you want here. See that this symbol is nothing but the lookup symbol. You can click here this. Which style, for example, I'm going to take this style. Can I take here? Bell style. That means this is the style. Whenever I click on this doctor, I can see this style. Okay. After that, I have to go to the next. Come down, go to the next. Here, an important concept. I said already, while creating the application also, I said about this profile in the last session, right? Profile. Entire profile will control the user. Is that not? One profile can control the throughout the organization users. Means profile can be used, okay, to provide access control or the unauthorized access. Means what the user can do in the organization, that is decided by this profile only. Why we are discussing here means you are going to set up a tab, right? You are going to set up a tab here. You are going to set up a tab, right? Whether the tab is visible for every profile user or not, it is asking a question. If you want to make visible your tab to every profile user, under each profile there are a lot of users going to work, right? Okay, for every profile user, do you want to make visible your tab or not? That's the question. If you are going to make visible your tab to every profile user, I should provide here apply one tab visibility to all profiles. Yeah, all profiles. It is default tab. No. I don't want to make visible my tab to every profile user there. Can you find this contact manager here? Under this, suppose 500 users working. Those 500 users should not see my tab there. Should not have access over my tab here. I can go with this tab. Okay, second data button there. There for this contact manager, I can make here this default off. If I make off means contract manager profile contains a number of users. Those users cannot see my tab, cannot access my tab. Okay, that is the meaning of. Okay, no, correctly, I don't want here. Everyone can see my tab means I can go default. Okay, now I can see here. Okay, profile. It's better to write here this profile. Okay, what is one here? Profile default on. And I need to go to the next. Are you getting? Go to the next here. The last step is there, man. Like a last step here is. You are going to set up a tab. The tab is the tab. In how many applications that you want to include? There are a lot of applications are there, like say hospital management, sales, service, marketing, community. Like this, where the different types of applications are. Some applications are there from the lightning also. Look at here. All are the applications like this hospital. See that? Where's our application? We have the hospital management application. I have a business need in my application about this doctor and patient. So I want to include this doctor tab in my application there. What is the application here? Hospital management application. You can find it. I have included this. I have included this amount. So I'm wishing to include my doctor tab in my hospital management application. Are you getting? And I don't want to include this tab in the sales application. You can find the sales tab there. Whenever I open this application, I should not see my doctor tab in the sales. I'm going to remove. As well as I don't want to see my tab in the marketing also. Here it is also remove. But I can see my tab in the service application. Are you getting? Okay. Did you understand or not? Leave about some application from the Lightning. You leave those things. Means I can see tab in service application. I can see this doctor tab in hospital management application. Coming to the sales, I cannot see. Coming to the marketing, I cannot see. I have removed this. Right? That's the meaning of it. Okay, means include tab. Include tab is to be here there. That you want, you can check here this. Finally, save. Done it. It helps. Save. Okay, did you understand this tab? What I take it? Okay, in the sales application, I cannot see my tab. In the marketing application, I cannot see my tab, but I can see this tab in the service application, and I can see this tab in our own application called hospital management. If you uncheck this one, man, what happens there? If you uncheck it, means the tabs are not available in this hospital management application, but our requirement is I needed those tabs in the hospital management application, right? So I need to check it here. This finally, okay, save it. So your tab has been created. Look at this. Tab is set up here or not? Can I find it? Tab is set up or not? You go to the setup.
Yes.
In your hospital, in your hospital management application, you set up a tab. You can see. In the service application also, you can see that tab. Open your service application here there. You can see that. But coming to sales application, you cannot find. It is not there in the sales application. In the marketing application also, it is not there. See that? It is not there here. But in your hospital management application, you are going to find your tab. That's a doctor's tab. Got it? That's fine. Okay, let me set up a tab for your patient also. Let us set up, build, create, again the tabs, custom object tabs, go to the new, select your object, select your tab style. Tab style here it is, let me take this one. Or which one, man? This one. Go to the next. See that? It is visible for. Now I don't want to see this tab in the sales, and I don't want to see this in the marketing also there. Okay, same thing, and save it. Your tab is going to create. Okay, look at this. Patients tab is there, and the doctor's tab is there. Now I need to check the tab styles here. Just click on this doctor. You can see this tab style. You can see here this color. If you click on the patients, this style you are going to find it here. Are you getting? Okay, like this. Are you getting? Now, if you go to the doctor's tab, and if you go to the new, well, I can see two fields. One is the name, standard field, which is created by the Salesforce. What are the four standard fields? Those are given by the Salesforce here. What are the four standard fields? Okay, four standard fields. Okay, created by Salesforce. Created by Salesforce for every for every custom object. Okay, what are those here? It is 4. Okay, what are those there? Tell me. One will be what's that name, and the two will be owner, and the three will be created by, and the four will be last modified by. Are you getting? Last modified. Can you find it? Among these fields, I can see one name and the owner. What about these fields? Whenever you create a record on this object, at that time you can see created by and the last modified. Okay? Can you find it? Only these two fields are there. But just like this account object, I want to create more number of fields like this. Okay? How to create more number of fields? I need to go for this concept for creating custom fields in the custom objects. Okay? Creating custom fields in the custom objects. Okay, not only custom fields in the custom objects, you can create custom fields in the custom objects as well as standard objects also you can create here. The standard objects also, okay, you can create that. That option is also there. This topic that we are going to see in tomorrow's session. Please try to create your object here. This we are going to start how to create custom fields in the custom objects. Okay, so we are going to see here this creating custom fields in the custom object. Based on that, these two will be finished tomorrow. Very simple. Once the fields are ready, very easy to create the records there, right? So I can start here. I can finish tomorrow this one, and after that we can start our chapter number 1. That's the data model. Okay, man? Here is okay for today's section with today's section. With today's session, satisfied or not?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Fine.
Yeah, please create your object as well as the tab. Tomorrow you are going to start every session, every day session that you should finish it. Okay?
Yes.
Don't wait. Please don't wait for that. It will take 1 hour to explain it, but if you want to do it, it will take only 10 to 15 minutes, I think. Okay, just watch this. Now, you see this navigation, you create it immediately.
Okay.
If the 3 days sessions are there without practice, okay, there it is going to create, what can I say? It's going to create some burdensome. It makes you some burden, right? Not like that. Every day you must practice it.
Okay.
At least 30 minutes. If you are working, okay, that's okay, good. Just minimum 30 minutes you need to spare it and you need to finish it. That's better. Okay?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. I thought it's.
You.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye. See you.
Bye.